that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Yellow, 180, 15. Go, D.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? 47's the mic. 47's the mic. You don't want none of that. Pick up the
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman movement. 67 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Switch.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to roam now. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 69 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. The throw right sideline here is complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check 26, check 15, 15.
Get him.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff looking right. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 56. Mike's 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Watch the pass.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Lambeau can't hook this one back in. It's no good. Wide to the right. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm scared.
You gotta go, baby.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Just like that.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Jackson on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
40 seconds a month, boy. 47. Check. 15. Check.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
44 to Mike. 44. Scene 6. Danny. Popo's to Mike. Mike's Popo.
Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
44 to Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. No, check.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Jackson now, throwing on third and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, and he'll get that to Fournette complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He can run for it, and he will. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Bryant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Scarborough. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And a give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Check 99. Check 99.
This is Scarborough. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. He's coming. 15. Hey, 43.
Echo. Bang.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Check. Delta. You can't block me.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch. 36. Check three. Shift. Watch the shift.
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Rush in. Check.
Hero 15.
He's coming to you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Fournette, first down, still going. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Yellow. There's a blue lady.
What's the run? They're running.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Again, it's Fournette. They'll And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 15.
Bravo!
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now they try the right side here, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold.